Hello. Welcome to another episode of The Soapbox. I'm Lisa.
I'm Ann.
And I'm Jamie.
And I'm Stephanie.
And I am ready.
And I'm not. As usual.
All right. Well, what do we?
So how's everybody's week this week?
Mine has been treacherous, but it's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, you made it through?
Made it through.
What about you? What about you, Steph?
Just keep swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You sound like your little sperm.
Oh,
Just keep swimming.
That's nasty.
I am kind of going uphill. So.
that's funny.
So,
Annis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
so I have a routine.
Mm-hmm.
On Fridays, I get out of work, I go to the gas station, top off my tank, and hopefully I don't have to give him an arm and a leg
Or a kidney.
or or whatever else. Gas prices, they're better than they were last week, but when I say better, I mean, you get excited about paying $4.19.
Well, they're not as bad as they were when Biden was president.
Okay, Trump Jr.
Okay, I don't understand that because I don't remember gas.
I don't either.
Skyrocketing.
Lie.
But that's the going tail
Yeah.
from the top.
Yeah, every time he opens his mouth, he lies.
La, la.
So, I don't,
Yeah.
I work in the RV
RV.
industry.
We work in the RV capital of the world, Elkhart, Indiana.
So
Art City.
I just live here.
when the gas prices go up,
You do.
it highly affects
Taking up space.
what we do.
Pretty much.
It highly affects what we do. Absolutely.
And you
Sure.
being a Yoder toter,
A Miller mover.
does that affect, and it's got to affect you because how much you charge
Hold
per
on.
mile?
Hold on.
What?
Have you raised your prices yet?
No. I like my people.
I know.
not
No
about
business. No
that.
business ever went anywhere just by liking their people, Annis.
That's why I'm
Ann is,
So you're still
this is why my buddy is in poverty.
Exactly.
Because she's not raised her prices through the fuel increases.
fuel increases.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like the cheapest hooker in town,
I am.
Yeah, everybody has a ride. A free ride because she's not raising their prices.
Exactly. She's giving it away.
Damn it, Ann.
I do know that doing what I do, it's causing hate and discontent. Obviously, people are not spending their expendable money on
RVs.
right. I mean, it's
RVs
not
are luxury items.
Yes,
Right.
they are.
unless you're very wealthy, and then you're probably buying the ones that are a lot
And-
more expensive than what we build.
And I do know that around here, the workers are only working 3, maybe 4 days a week.
You're exactly right.
Mhm.
So
With weeks at a time off.
with weeks.
Yeah, I
At a time
know.
off.
And it's scary because it's starting to feel, I don't know about you guys, about around 2008, starting to feel like it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten that far yet, but I'm
Right. It's
headed there.
starting to feel that way.
Yeah,
Tight.
I'm thinking it may get there
it may,
quicker rather than later.
but it's only temporary.
Okay. Why?
Well, because the war's over,
In 2 weeks.
and
Oh,
in
yeah,
about
okay.
2 weeks,
And they're going to open up the
and they're going to open the Strait
right up for
of
Moose.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
I heard
Hormuz.
it goes from 2 days to 2 weeks to it's going to go to 2 months and then 2 years. And right.
But we're going to, totally obliterate them.
I thought we already did.
Watch out, here it comes.
Have you thought that maybe they're doing this on purpose? Because you know how when like businesses will raise their prices to keep the riffraff out? You know what I'm saying? Are they doing it on purpose to weed the riffraff out? Keep the poor and keep the rich rich?
Well, yeah. I mean,
They do that conspicuously all the time.
yeah. I mean,
There's no middle
they don't
class
even.
anymore.
Yeah, they don't even try that anymore. Because it is one. I mean, he's off to China right now, or maybe on.
I know. I think he's on his way
Way
back.
Is he on his way back?
Mhm.
Darn it! But anyway,
I was hoping they'd keep him.
yeah,
Hostage. I mean,
They didn't want his ass either.
Xi
so.
Jinping or whatever his name is
Yeah.
should have just kept him over there.
Right.
They're such great buddies.
yeah, well,
And then they started talking about South Korea or North Korea?
South Korea.
South Korea, about how pissed off they still are. And then China wants to take over because that's
Taiwan.
right, Taiwan, because they think that that's part of their
Yeah, it
Yeah.
never has been.
culture.
never has been. No, not culture. It's their land.
Part of their
Mm.
Kind of like where Russia is trying to take over Ukraine because
Yeah.
they think it's theirs.
And Trump better be on board, or we're going to be in trouble.
And then Trump
Yeah.
trying to take over Canada, and whoever
mean,
else.
That went over well.
Anybody else. And
Yeah, that went
everybody
over like
else.
a lead balloon, didn't it?
And yeah, one of our presidential planes, I don't know who was on it, went to Cuba. I mean, they've stopped all the oil to Cuba. It's like we're going to take Cuba over. I mean,
Maybe they need
he wants
cigars.
to rule the world. He does. I mean,
I don't know.
I thought he just
what's it
wanted
gonna
a candy
take for
bar.
people to wake up and smell the shit?
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to find a better way to comb his hair.
Another way of combing his.
Well, he has to comb it so it covers up the sixes on his head.
Oh, well. Probably.
Is everybody thinking that this guy's the Antichrist?
I
Is that
do.
what we're thinking?
There's people that are telling me they think this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah,
That's scary.
he's the number one ender.
I thought it was a joke when he ran the first time.
Kind of like the wrestler
this
that became
real?
a governor.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then you had Schwarzenegger, he became, yeah.
hmm And then he had a love baby
Yeah.
Who
his-
did?
with his maid.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the beginning.
Isn't
of
there
the
a
end,
song about
but-
that?
Probably.
Love child.
I don't know.
No, I think you're
it's pretty
talking about
close.
Hot Child in the City or something.
No,
And-
love potion number 9.
No,
OMG.
Wait,
I need some of that.
it's got to be a Streisand song.
Fucking Neil Diamond.
Or Neil
No,
Diamond.
Barry Manilow.
Barry
Oh
Manilow.
my God.
Get it right.
bitch.
Shout out to Barry Manilow.
I love Barry Manilow.
Is that motherfucker still alive?
Yes, but he has. Don't make fun of him. He
I'm
has
not making fun of him. I just asked if he was alive.
cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. If this ever makes it to you, Barry Manilow,
And Barry Manilow doesn't
B.
even
Manilow.
smoke. It's probably like you said,
He
Andy,
never smoked.
probably secondhand smoke from all them bars he played
That's
in.
right.
Poor
All
thing.
them gay bars he played in.
Is he gay?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was gay. I'm sorry. See, I didn't follow.
You're not a very good queer. I'm just putting it out there. You're
Well, I should share and these things, and I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. It's
That's because
weird.
you've watched too many drag queens dress up as fair.
Probably some bad ones and some really good
There's
ones.
some really good
Yeah.
ones out there.
oh yeah, I've seen
Go to the what is
Baton.
it called?
The Baton.
the Baton in
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, top notch.
Yep. Yep.
That gets a 10 out of 10.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Although that one drag queen was a bitch.
She was a bitch. The older
The
one?
old one,
Old-
yeah.
Yeah. The Haggerty one?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
She was
all
good though.
cranky.
Could you imagine Trump dressed up as a? We should do
I like I've seen something like that.
Hey, Ann, we're gonna make you into a Trump dress up like a
Drag
And
queen.
drag-
But one of them fish that look like him.
Oh my God. I
It's
thought
a
you
piranha.
had I thought
It
you,
is. It's a piranha.
Well, I have that. But
What, a clownfish? You're a piranha. We need a clownfish.
no, I don't have a clown. It looks like a clown.
Oh my God. Why is his face orange?
Makeup.
Makeup.
Is it really? You would
I
think,
think he
you would,
uses spray tan.
I think he's trying to defer the reflection from his cankles.
well, I
There you
feel
go.
like he should maybe do a more tone that matches his freaking skin.
He's matching his hair.
They can't because did you see the bruise on his hand?
What's on it? Why does he have a
Is
bruise?
that still there?
Yeah.
They say it's from all the handshaking that he does.
Yeah.
I think it might be this.
I feel like it might be that.
No, I don't even think that works anymore. Have you
Oh.
seen how unhappy his wife is?
Yeah.
I would think she'd be happy. She's not around him 3/4 of the time.
You're right. He's in China. She's somewhere.
She's off making
She's
a movie.
happy.
She's off making a movie.
She's happy.
documentary.
Your phone's going off.
Oh, my phone's vibrating. Ooh.
So,
You.
Nobody I know.
So yeah, the gas prices are crazy. And of course we live in
I saw
Indiana, which is probably some of the worst in the well,
In
it
the
is the
nation.
worst in the
Yeah.
nation.
I saw the highest at $4.99. What'd you see the highest at?
I haven't seen that yet.
I saw
Yeah.
$4.79.
$4.79.
$4.99, but that's not
Yeah.
diesel. Diesel was
Diesel is $6.79.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally almost $2 more.
So, okay, we're paying that for gas. They're paying that for diesel. All the trucks that bring us all our food and all our everything.
Yeah. they're paying all these high
And
prices.
who's going to have to pay the extra?
Us.
Us.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
We are.
But it's okay because in 2 weeks it's going to be over and gas prices are going to drop.
Right.
Well, Trump
And-
said himself he
Is
doesn't
he-
care or he's not even
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
about us.
He just said
Is
that.
he going to stock our
Did
refrigerators?
you hear
and,
that this week?
I did not.
They were interviewing him, and a reporter asked him about thinking, "Do you
Economic.
worried about the American people and the cost of living and all
Right.
this other stuff?" He's ready to get on his chopper to go to
Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah. Trump
No,
Palace
it's
or
to
whatever.
China.
Oh,
And he goes, "No," he goes, "I don't think about the American people at all. All I think about is Iran not having a nuclear war.
Weapon.
I'm not worried. Yeah, I'm not worried about Americans' financial." Yeah. I mean, he
worry-
came right out and said it.
Discretions.
Yeah, I
Oh.
worry really. I worry a lot about the young people and the ones that are just starting out.
Those are the ones that have to clean up his mess because it's a complete and utter
I don't know
disaster.
how these young people even start a life.
They're not going to be able to afford a house. They're not going to. I mean,
Hell, I'm a fucking 50-year-old woman and I can't afford a house.
I know it.
I told Lisa today, I said, if you want to buy a piece of shit for $250,000, which is $250,000 for a piece of shit house that looks like it's from the 1970s, we got it made.
Do you remember
You
my
have
mom's house?
You have to pay $400,000 for that's almost $500,000
Yeah.
for a house.
You know my mom's
That's halfway
house.
decent. Yeah.
120,000 we got out of that.
Damn.
Yeah, and how many
And
years? It was appraised at 60 years ago.
Well,
Well, yeah, when Dad passed away, it was praised at like 56,000, something like that.
But yeah, I don't know how people these kids afford a place to live, food.
That's an itty bitty
Yeah,
Teeny tiny house.
bedroom,
If-
teeny bathroom that you can shit, wash your hands, and take a shower at the same time.
yeah, like a camper.
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much.
Which is what people are doing these days, by the way.
Yeah,
a lot of them are, and that's one
They're
of the
selling
reasons.
everything they have and buying a
motor.
home,
Right.
which is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Moving to Costa Rica.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah. No, I
They
got
want-
a nephew that moved to Costa Rica.
Well, they should become part of the United
Who's they?
States.
Huh? Him and his
Brandon.
wife and kids, and a bunch of other younger people.
Who's
in there.
they? Who wanted them to move?
They did.
Oh, they wanted to move.
They wanted to get out of the United States because of Trump.
Oh,
And I'm hearing that a lot.
I'd like to go to
yeah.
UK.
I mean, at first it was a lot of the gay and lesbian
Right.
community and the trans. They're the
Like
ones that
Ellen and
Yeah.
right,
people that can afford to move.
right, and
somewhere.
Rosie and
Right.
but now there's people that are like making a plan to try to move to Canada or
Mm-hmm.
England or somewhere that's
Well, I don't know how old he is.
Brennan's got a thing
Late-
on his face.
Yeah, late 20s, early 30s with 2 children. And they are moving over there, and they're going to, a bunch of expatriates from the United States are going to build a community there and live there. Because,
Cult.
yeah. Well, I mean, it might be safer unless it's called Jonesville.
right?
Amen,
Well,
sister.
he says
Don't drink the fucking Kool-Aid.
He says it's cheaper.
Right.
Where's
do
this
that.
at? Costa Rica?
Costa
Yeah.
Rica.
Well, yeah, you can buy. I was looking online at realtor.com. You can buy a bungalow in Cuba, like 6 acres. No, I'm lying. 64 acres for like $24,000. 64 acres you can buy for $24,000.
And here are dogs.
They even think it's bullshit.
They do.
They're
They're pissed
they're
off.
chiming
Right.
in. They're like these fuckers.
They're wanting
No,
to go
just-
back to Mexico. They're chihuahuas.
But let's
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
let's think about this. I mean, gas at
It's terrible.
even if you said gas is at $4 a gallon, okay. So how many gallons on average does a car? 16 gallons?
12 to
15 to
12 to
20.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
12 to 20.
So,
At most.
all right.
Mine's a 15.
$80 to fill a 20-gallon tank,
Mhm.
And, on an average,
and it was 40.
when these kids start working, look at where they start working,
Yeah.
making. And they're supposed to,
Yeah.
if they're
Just to live off that.
if they're 18, 19
Yeah.
years old and getting up, trying to live on their own, pay rent,
$12
pay gas,
an hour.
pay for insurance for their vehicle. No wonder they're buying Palmolive soap and using it for shampoo and to wash their dishes because,
Well, how many billionaires are there in the country? I guess we need to Google that and find out.
why do we want to?
Well, I can tell you, where do all these people get all this money? I mean, they have a brain, they build a business, they don't pay their people shit.
No, they
That's
don't.
how they have all the money that they have.
Agreed.
If they were made to pay people a living wage, not $15 an hour, or
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't have maybe not as many billions. They would still be billionaire. But that's where they get their money. I mean, how much money do you think these oil people are making right now?
Well, and here's the thing too.
Hand over fist money.
Hand over fist.
Millions a day.
Yeah.
Millions a
They
day.
said we've already paid like $40 billion more for gas and all, since this war started.
And it's
The
been
American people.
what has this been, like 3 months? 2 months?
2 weeks.
3
2 hours. It's been 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hour tour.
Yeah.
Rush me, don't rush me.
Yeah, within 2 weeks.
I don't know.
Well, then that goes back to kind of like talking about that. I mean, it's a little different, but I will never get paid as much as a man does.
No.
Never.
Oh, no.
And I truly believe that in my current position, I was hired because I'm a female, because I would take less than what a man would.
Right.
I'll never get paid what I'm worth.
Absolutely not. Does anybody, though?
No.
No.
No. And that's
I
just
mean,
And
I'd
some
like to
people
see-
get paid way too
I'd like to
much.
wait.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some of these billionaires wiping somebody's ass when they've shit themselves, or
Well, and
seriously,
if they had
and
to,
get paid $14 an hour to do it.
if they had to live our lives for a month, could you imagine?
hey. I'm not bitching about my life.
No.
I'm telling you that I have been blessed beyond belief with what we have. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And we've worked our ass off for it. And
Yes.
we all have.
Right.
We all have. And we're blessed. And could we have made probably better financial decisions? Absolutely. But you know what? That's all in hindsight. But then at the same time, you can't take it with you unless you want to leave it to your children,
Right.
who are ungrateful little shitballs.
Right.
Then that's fine. But other than that, it doesn't matter.
In the end, it doesn't.
In hindsight, doesn't matter, because just like on, you guys ever see that movie Titanic? You see the movie Titanic?
Oh,
100 times.
100
Yeah.
times? Yeah. See?
Yeah.
So, do you remember where he tries to pay him to get on the boat, and he throws his money back at him?
Mhm.
This right here is what it is. Money can't buy you everything.
Right.
Right.
And you know what? I'm totally happy with that. I'm not. Do I
Yeah,
want
but
money?
you
Do I
wanna-
want money to pay my bills? Yes, but I am not like. I don't. How are those people? What are they like? Just money hungry and money grubbers and I just, money is not going to take me to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Money is not going to take me to heaven. It sure ain't going to take me anywhere else either.
I just
It
want
might
enough
take me on
to.
vacation, but that's about it.
I just want enough to pay my bills, so I don't have to worry about it. Make sure I have a roof over my head, and I can
Blankets on my bed, clothes on my back, a little bit of extra so I can give
go
my
out to dinner
grandkids.
once in a while with my friends or my kids, and
Yep.
spoil my grandkids a little bit. Maybe go, and
Take
when
a
I
trip
talk-
now and then.
Yeah.
Not often, just once a year, go somewhere.
Yeah, and I don't need to go
Different.
to. Yeah, I
And
don't need
we're
to
not
go anywhere
talking.
elaborate.
We're not talking about France or Italy because
Right.
Yeah, because it ain't like we're going to that fucking place anytime soon.
right.
But still, I
I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot in life.
I'd like to go to New York City, and I bet we need probably $5,000 to do it for what? A few days,
Yeah.
3 or 4 days.
Do you
Yeah.
really need that much?
With gas prices, yeah.
No, I mean, what?
Well, we could always walk.
Jet fuel. Jet fuel's
Let's
gone
bike
up.
it. Let's get some bicycles.
Hey, I wonder
True.
we could get 2 tandems.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck that.
You know, there are Amish that have actually biked to Florida.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt.
Yeah. They have one of those tandem bicycles, and they
One sleeps while the other one pedals, or what?
Yeah, the one
But
sleeps in the
they-
basket up front.
they bike so many miles a day, and then they stop and
Well, here's the thing. They get
That's
a lot of
crazy.
they have a lot of
Amish
time
people
off.
have
We
a
don't
lot
have
of
that.
money.
We don't have that
we don't
kind of time.
and we don't.
Amish people are some of the greediest people I've ever met.
Oh, me too.
Greedy.
Oh,
And
not
I don't know
I
why.
didn't. I don't mean greedy. No.
Oh no, they're greedy.
Oh well, not the ones I know.
Greedy.
They've been very.
She's been very blessed.
I've been blessed. Yeah.
Well, the only
With the
ones that I've
people
ever
that I
known
know.
are
the
greedy.
families that
With the
she's
people
got.
that I know, I couldn't ask for better.
That's good.
I mean, honestly,
They don't stink. They don't.
no.
Yeah.
They've come through for me in quite a few ways. So
That's good.
But here's the thing, Annis. Your time is not free.
Sure, it is.
what is it?
But
It is when you don't adjust your
you're
prices
not
to the
you're not.
I know.
pump.
Next thing you know, you're going to be in the negative.
What are you going to do? Start paying them to let you give them a ride?
I wouldn't charge them at all if I didn't have to.
Oh my god.
Really?
See, this is the reason why you can't make it as a business person.
I know,
Sorry.
right? That's why.
That's why you're not a millionaire.
I mean, exactly.
That's why we struggle.
Maybe you should let Stephanie run the finances and make the costs.
Okay,
Yeah, we've tried that once. It didn't work.
we tried that.
It didn't work.
No.
It didn't work.
It didn't
But
work.
anyway,
Anywho.
you know, Trump.
Any.
Let's talk about our economy with Trump.
Well, he's born. He was been born with a
He
silver
don't
spoon in his mouth, so
care.
he don't care.
Gold spoon. Get it right.
Yeah.
Have you seen that statue of him that they erected at his golf place down in Florida?
Was
He's
he
standing there like this, and then
was he naked?
Ew.
You know those naked statues
Oh,
where
like-
they got a fig leaf and
Yeah.
Ew.
Nobody wants to see that.
well,
even
but,
his wife.
yeah, but do you think for
showed
1 minute he wouldn't do it?
Hmm.
They showed one right next to him. You know, it was superimposed, whatever, of Lennon standing there with the same exact pose as
Oh, nice.
a statue of him too. So, yeah, at his
He has not one original thought in his mind. He had to
doesn't.
rip it off of somebody.
Yes, he does.
Even Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, we all saw that.
There's something wrong with that man, and
Mm.
somebody needs to wake up and.
His approval rating was at 23%.
Oh, last I heard it was at like 36, so 23. Well, it's getting better.
23 from the population of the people between, I think it was
18 and 30.
18 to 30. Yeah.
The rest of them they have dementia, so they can't remember what he.
What they said the last time.
Well, I have to take somebody to vote with me if I get that, because I need to make sure I don't vote for him.
I need to make sure. I just got to make sure.
You can't run again.
And
He'll make it to where he can. You already know.
and it'd be like,
He's going to have his tentacles in there somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be like, well, you guys tampered with the evidence.
Whoever the-
And that just automatically makes it to where I could be a president again.
Mhm.
wait a minute, I just had a bad evil thought.
Oh,
Bring it.
So he can't run for president again, right?
No.
But he can run for vice president.
he could.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Please.
Yes, why did you
America?
put that in his like?
He, I
His
don't,
thought
it's
for just
already
he's not
in
gonna.
his
He's
head.
not gonna listen to us. But I just had that evil thought. What?
It's already in his head,
Mm.
and how he can
I think he
rig
should only
everything his way.
be able to be on Congress.
Hmm.
Oh, you know
Well, the
what?
people that have been on Congress, they've been there for so many
He's-
goddamn years. They don't fucking know how long they've been there.
Well, why couldn't?
Oh, I know, right?
why
That's just
couldn't
ridiculous.
Kamala? Why can't she run again? And then
Kamala?
Oh,
Come on, Kamala.
yeah. Why couldn't she run it? Why couldn't she run again? And then have
Barack Obama.
Who the fuck is
As the
Baraka?
Barack
It's Barack Hussein Obama.
Obama Why couldn't he run for vice president?
Trump makes it a point to say the Hussein. I
Oh.
think he's trying to imply.
Well, maybe we should start saying Trump insane
John.
Trump.
John.
Donald,
Donald
insane, Trump.
insane.
Yeah.
Trump.
Right.
Johnny Appleseed.
Johnny Dipshit.
Donald Duck.
That's great.
Donald Duck.
Mm.
Trumpy Dumpty Trumpy.
Well, we could sit and talk about him all night and all
Oh,
of his,
absolutely.
all of those
Mm.
shortcomings, and
For sure.
the list is longer than the equator. But the fact is, what it is scary how the economy is right now,
Yeah.
and where we live. I'm sure it's affecting everybody where they live, but this town that we live in is literally the RV industry of the world. So
RV capital of the world.
yeah, RV
And
capital, and
if it keeps going like this and it keeps going up and up and up, this will be a ghost town.
it will be. It sure
Yeah.
will be.
Be a ghost town.
I know.
We already have people that come out of town and out of state to come up here to work.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that came from Mexico to come here and work.
Oh, amen, sister.
No, I mean, it's true.
Oh,
They
my God,
literally-
yes,
They
yes.
literally had signs in Mexico that said, "If you need a job, come
Go
to
to
Elkhart, Indiana."
Really?
Yeah.
They did. It was quite a few years ago before the Hispanic boom, but we did. We had signs, and they had signs in Mexico.
I am not against anybody trying to make a better life. I'm really not.
No.
But-
No,
But do it the right way.
Right.
Because you know what? And then treat the people there who belong there, treat them with respect.
yeah,
I know no Spanish person that treats white people with any kind of respect. They're just downright rude. They think that they're better than white people. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And I'm thinking the reason why you have a fucking food in your mouth is because of us. But yet at the same time, they want to say, well, the reason why you have a job is because of me, because now I'm buying. They're stimulating our economy.
and which is true. They
Which
are.
is true.
They are.
Yeah. So if you think about it, if we take all the Spanish people out and put them back into Mexico, who's going to buy our shit? Who's going to make our shit? No one.
Well, the housing market would go belly up because there would be so many empty
Yes. Houses.
houses and rentals. The businesses wouldn't
Yeah.
even be able to
Stay in business
Function.
function
Right.
because they wouldn't have workers
or customers.
Right.
right. So I mean, I'm not, like I said, I am not about saying that I don't want Hispanic people.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying be here like you're supposed. Do it how you're supposed
Well,
to.
And and I agree with you, Jamie, but the problem is also, let's not make it so freaking hard for somebody to become a citizen
True.
and so expensive
Stay.
that they can't do it.
Right.
I mean, that's the other problem. Like
But hold back to the whole thing of keep the riffraff out.
well,
Right.
here's what I
You know
said,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
and I said this before. Trump couldn't even pass the freaking exam that
No.
they have to freaking
No.
pass to
I
become a
don't think he
citizen.
could either.
Could we?
I-
Probably
I
not.
don't even.
I don't think I could.
I don't even think I
Mm-mm.
could.
I don't know what's on it, but I probably couldn't.
But and then that's the other thing. Let's make it, and then it's not going to do you any good that some Hispanic family that's been here for 20 years just kick them out of the country.
Right. What is that going to do?
Well,
Give
you
them
know
an
what?
opportunity to become a citizen.
Trump didn't even know what the Declaration of Independence
Oh.
meant. Did
I
you
know-
see that video of him? Oh my God. Oh, it means peace and
He's an idiot.
And the
and,
reporter's like,
and there's
no.
the guy is standing there looking at him like, really? Are you free? You're the president of the United States.
Well, that's kind of like him telling us all to drink bleach when
Oh yeah, COVID.
COVID came out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, you didn't hear that?
He figures if he got rid of,
Yeah, drink bleach.
he probably figured if he got rid of some of us, he wouldn't have to worry about us in the polls.
Right. If you're stupid enough to listen
drink
to
the
him, then
Kool-Aid.
right.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Jim Jones.
That's it. We're gonna
Don't
start
mind
calling.
the smell.
We're gonna start calling him Trump Jones.
Trump Jones.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh, good God!
I think he's got something in the Kool-Aid in Washington, D.C. with all these people that sit around a table and go,
What's
Mr. President, I just want to thank you for your, your leadership and and I just want to go,
Well, here's the thing.
make me puke.
You want to know why they do that? Because they don't want to lose their fucking job.
I know, but
They want to take care of their families just like we do.
it makes me want to go back to school, be a reporter, so I can stand there and ask him a question and have him call me a stupid bitch. So I can just look at him and say,
Or
I'm not a
Peggy.
stupid bitch. You're a stupid bitch.
He's a piggy.
I get it.
He's Mr. Piggy.
I get it.
I mean, you stand there and call somebody stupid.
Mm.
You're stupid. Come on.
Because I know you.
That's
Yeah, I know you.
that's just childish.
He is very,
He's a schoolyard
and
bully.
very opinionated.
Well, everybody's got an opinion. It's like having an asshole. Everybody's got one. But
Yeah, well, he seems to have a couple.
well, the problem with this is I don't think it's his opinions that I have a problem with. I think what I have a problem with is he has no filter. I mean,
He has no couth.
and he doesn't
no
have any,
couth.
and he has no respect for anybody. And he has, and here's the thing: I've thought a lot of things in my life, and I didn't say them. I probably don't do that anymore. I probably just come on here and say whatever I think. But that's why we have this podcast.
Yes.
But here's the thing: and really, if you think about it, it's kind of good that he doesn't, because we know what's going on in that pea brain. We know exactly to what extent he really is. Maybe it's good that he doesn't have a filter. Maybe it's good he doesn't have any couth, because we know exactly who he is.
Right. You could see him coming a mile away.
I mean, he
He's got a
has,
snake in the grass.
right.
So I guess that's
he's a
better than-
womanizer.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the mentally challenged. He doesn't care,
handicap.
yeah, he doesn't care about any of those things. All he cares about
He doesn't care about anybody but him.
no, and how he can set himself up for his final years as. If he had his way, he would erase every president in Mount Rushmore and put his face up there.
Oh, he would.
And I'm surprised he hasn't. That's not
Oh, here we
part
go.
of his thing.
That may happen. You never know.
Yep.
He did it in a meme.
Knock on
Yeah,
wood.
that's. I mean, just like he's made himself Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah. He's Jesus.
He was a doctor.
He's going to have an art. He's going to have
Dr. Kevorkian.
He's going to have a ballroom that we weren't supposed to pay for that we're now paying for. He's going to have his name or face on a $100 bill. He's going to have whatever
Well,
the
you
hell
know
he
what?
wants, because
Guess
nobody
what?
can tell the asshole no.
Hey, here's the thing. Here's a good thing that he's putting him on a $100 bill, because most of us right now, thanks to him, can't afford a $100.
Well, I don't
I don't
have
see
We
any.
won't get to
one.
see him. We won't
I never see a $100 bill.
Well, we won't be able to. We won't have to see it.
Mm-mm.
Put it on a penny.
So, yeah, one of the things I would like to ask everybody out there that is brave enough to listen to our podcast is,
Very brave.
Hey,
how are you guys making it right now?
right.
With what's going on. Email us, Ann and Lisa's Soapbox at gmail.com.
That's ANNANDLISASSOAPBOX at gmail.com.
And let us know, how
We want to hear.
how you're surviving everything that's going on, and how you're making it, what kind of, changes you guys have had to make in your lives right now to, what have you had to do without, or, are you biking it? What's going on in your life and your family right now to make it? So that'd be interesting to know if you guys would be kind enough to email in.
I do know a couple of the elderly are cutting back on groceries.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you know that they only let elderly people buy so many cans of cat food, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, grocery stores are not allowed to sell so much canned cat food to elderly people, because what they do is they take it home and eat it.
They eat it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like-
tuna.
Yeah.
This is cheap.
Yeah, because it's cheap and they can't afford to buy anything else.
Man.
And that disgusting.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
And just, it's food.
Yeah.
It's food this week, Stephanie, but is it going to be their medication next week?
Well, and that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elderly have had to pay ridiculous prices for medications
medication.
for years.
He can't afford to stay alive.
But here's what always got me. This is what I don't understand. If I would have been lucky enough that my mom would have, stayed with us, and I would have taken care of her on a regular basis, which she stayed with us on and off. But if I would have had her at her house and I wasn't taking care of her properly, they would have arrested me.
Oh yeah.
And they would have taken her out of the house, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Like if I didn't give her a medication or I didn't give her the food like she's supposed to, God rest her soul, she knows I'd never.
Right.
That's not the point I'm trying to make. But they can sit and let an elderly person. Well, you can't afford your medicine. Sorry, you're just.
We're sorry it's $300, ma'am,
Yeah.
but that's what you
Well,
got to pay.
Or you don't get it. Oh, you can't afford food this week. Sorry. I mean, groceries. That's just what it is.
What was the story that Danny Lee told us about Cindy? That she stopped eating, so they got her some gummies
Yeah. To get her appetite.
to get her to try
Try to get her appetite. Yeah.
right.
To get the money.
And then she got sick, and they did blood work
And found the gummies.
and found THC in her,
Right.
and they thought they were drugging her.
Who is
And
that?
all the my
Done.
niece and
Who?
Done.
Denny.
Oh,
Yeah. Wow.
So they were going to come after them
For abuse.
for abuse,
Right. But you could.
but they were just trying to help her.
But if she was on her own and she couldn't afford her medication or food, they would let her starve to death,
Oh,
or they would
yeah.
let her die without her
Yeah.
medication because
You got
That's
family
just
trying
life.
to take care of them, but they can't get enough money or help. And if Trump had his way, we wouldn't get anything, Social
And-
Security or anything.
And don't get me wrong, there are people that take elderly people in just for their checks and let
Sure.
them do without. And I'm telling you what, those are horrible people, and they need to
Horrible.
deserve
There's
to
a
burn in
special
hell.
place.
And they need to be
And they deserve to burn in hell.
Absolutely.
exactly.
But you know what? There's families out there that their elderly are everything to them, and they love them, and they'll do
Right.
whatever they can to help them. And it's unfortunate that our country and our states don't feel the same way.
exactly.
They should
Right.
have yeah, that goes without saying. I mean, literally, if somebody needs it and they can't afford to do it, they should have it. There shouldn't be any questions
It's ass
asked.
right?
backwards the way things
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
It is.
Always has been.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree.
On that note, we are going to
cut it.
end this episode.
Well, thank you for joining us at
was
the,
heated.
the soapbox, and hopefully the next episode will be just as exciting.
Yeah, and fun.
All right. I hope you guys have a good week.
Good night.
Good night.